God says, "My beloved child, I know the eyes of the world are upon you, watching and whispering that you are losing, that the struggles you face are signs of defeat. And yet I tell you with the fullness of heaven's authority that what others see is only the surface of a much deeper truth that I alone hold in my hands. Though you may feel battered by storms and surrounded by doubt, I am orchestrating a victory so perfect, so timed with divine precision, that it cannot be rushed or revealed to. Soon, for I am the God who controls the seasons and the moments of glory, and I have hidden your triumph behind the veil of patience, concealing it not out of neglect, but out of infinite wisdom, knowing that when the time comes to unveil what I have prepared, it will break chains, silence every enemy, and flood your life with blessings beyond comprehension. And I have seen the battles you face, those moments when your spirit wavered, when hope seemed a distant whisper, when even your closest allies turned away. And I have been there, holding you steady, strengthening your heart, and reminding you that the story has not ended, that the final chapter has not been written, for I am the author of all things, and your victory is secure in my plan. I know how heavy the weight of waiting feels, how exhausting it is to keep believing when the world counts you out. But remember, the brightest stars shine only after the darkest nights. And the harvest comes after the long season of planting and tending with care. And though it may seem like loss and delay, I am moving hidden forces in your favor, shifting destinies and aligning circumstances so that the unveiling of your breakthrough will come with such power and glory that it will silence all doubt and make your enemies stand in awe. And I am calling you now to hold fast to faith, to stand firm in the storm, to keep your eyes fixed on me even when the path is unclear. For your victory is not just coming, it has already secured it, is already growing unseen. And I am preparing to reveal it at the perfect moment that will maximize its impact and bring you the fullness of joy and peace that your heart longs for. And as you continue to walk this path, know that I am dispatching angels to clear obstacles, to open hidden doors, to pour supernatural favor upon your efforts, and to surround you with divine protection so that no weapon formed against you will prosper. And I see the enemy trying to rush your timing, to trick you into giving up or settling for less. But you are stronger than his lies, and I have placed my victory within you, wrapped in patience and hope, waiting to burst forth with unstoppable force. And beloved, the moment of your breakthrough is drawing near, closer than you realize, and I will give you signs to confirm this truth. Moments of unmistakable confirmation that will make your spirit leap with joy and silence every voice that has told you otherwise. So do not lose heart. Do not be discouraged, but keep trusting, keep believing, for the glory that awaits you is worth every tear, every trial, every moment of waiting. And the story I am writing through your life is destined for greatness beyond what you can imagine. Jesus says, "You may not realize it yet, but every step you've taken through the wilderness, every breath you've drawn in the heaviness of your nights has been witnessed and measured with perfect care, for nothing in your journey has escaped my attention, not the silent cries behind closed doors, not the weary sighs that you thought no one could hear, not even the moments when your faith felt too small to hold you upright, because I was there, closer than your own heartbeat, holding your spirit, steady when the world tried to shake you into surrender. And now I speak with a tone of holy urgency, because the time is drawing near for you to see with your own eyes what I have been preparing for you in the hidden places. For there are miracles already in motion, blessings already released, breakthroughs already dispatched from the throne room of heaven. And I see you asking quietly in your heart, "But Lord, why has it taken so long? Why so many closed doors? Why so much pain?" And I answer you now with a tenderness that wraps around your aching soul. It was not because I was absent, nor because I was indifferent, but because I was aligning every detail, every person, every moment so that when I bring you into your season of fulfillment, it will not just be a partial answer, but an overflow that redeems every loss, restores every year you thought was wasted, and glorifies me in a way that leaves even your enemies speechless. And beloved, there is something sacred in the waiting, something I've been doing in the soil of your spirit while you thought nothing was happening. For I was deepening your roots so that when the winds of blessing come, you will stand firm and not be swept away. And though it felt like I was delaying, I was protecting you from doors that looked good, but would have led you far from my perfect will. And I see now how weary you have become, how the battle has drained your strength, how you have said in your secret thoughts, I don't know how much longer I can keep holding on, but hear me. You are stronger than you know, not because of your own strength, but because my strength is made perfect in your weakness, and my spirit has been carrying you in the times you thought you couldn't take another step. And now heaven is moving swiftly to bring recompense for the pain you endured. A divine reversal so profound that you will scarcely recognize the life you are about to step into. And I tell you with authority that there are angels assigned to you in this hour. Angels who are clearing paths, unlocking doors, delivering answers that have been delayed, not because of denial, but because the appointed time had not yet come. And that appointed time is near, beloved, closer than your next breath. And I must warn you as well, because the enemy senses what is coming and has intensified his efforts to distract you, to sow seeds of fear and doubt, to convince you to settle for less than what I have promised. But do not be deceived, for his power is broken, his authority stripped, and every lie he has spoken over your life is being dismantled even now as my truth takes root in your heart. And I speak over you that this next season will not be like the ones before. For you are stepping into an era of acceleration where what should have taken years will unfold in days, where closed doors will open suddenly and favor will surround you like a shield. And I have prepared surprises that will leave you undone with gratitude, answers to prayers you had almost given up on, relationships healed in ways you thought impossible, opportunities so perfectly aligned that you will know they could only have come from my hand. And beloved, within the next few days, I will give you glimpses of this shift. Watch for moments of confirmation, small but undeniable signs that will cause your spirit to leap with recognition, a sudden message, an unexpected provision, a divine encounter that carries my signature upon it. And these are not coincidences, but sacred signals that the heavens are opening over your life. And as you continue to listen, I will take you deeper into what I am about to release, the hidden treasures I've stored up for you, the reward waiting at the end of this testing, and the sacred reason why the enemy fought so hard to keep you from reaching this very moment. Jesus says, beloved one, as my words flow into the depths of your soul, I feel the rising tension in your heart, the tug of weariness that whispers you've waited too long, that perhaps the breakthrough has passed you by, but I am here to break those lies and remind you of a truth that never changes. My promises do not expire. My plans for you cannot be derailed. And even now, the fullness of what I have spoken over your life is ripening in the unseen places. For what you have endured was never wasted, not a single tear, not a single sleepless night, not a single silent prayer uttered through trembling lips, because I have caught every one of them and woven them into a tapestry of glory that you are about to step into. And I see how the journey has drained you, how the weight of trials piled upon trials has left you questioning if you have a strength to take another step. And yet, here you are, still standing, still believing. Even if your faith feels fragile, even if your strength feels like a flicker, and this is proof not of your failure, but of my sustaining power within you. For I have carried you in the moments you thought you were alone. I have shielded you when attacks came from every side. I have hidden you under the shadow of my wings when the enemy plotted to destroy your destiny. And though it felt like silence, it was a silence full of activity, for heaven has been moving, aligning, preparing, and now the momentum of my purpose is gathering speed, and I am about to release into your life blessings so abundant, so undeniable, that the weight of your former suffering will pale in comparison to the joy set before you. And I whisper this with holy urgency. Do not give up now. Do not let go, for you are standing on the threshold of the very miracle you thought was lost. And I see angels stationed at the gates of your breakthrough, holding scrolls with your name written in gold, scrolls filled with the answers you have been waiting for, the provisions you need, the healing you have cried out for, and they are preparing to move at my command. And I tell you, too, that the resistance you've felt recently, the sudden obstacles, the unexpected delays, the voices telling you to settle for less, these are not signs of my absence, but indicators that the enemy knows how close you are and is trying to distract you. But his time is over, his schemes are unraveling, and every weapon formed against you is being dismantled even now. And beloved, I am not only restoring what was stolen from you, I am multiplying it, pressing it down, shaking it together, and pouring it into your lap in a measure, so overflowing it will spill out onto those connected to you. And I must tell you also of a sacred gift I've kept hidden until now, a divine surprise tailored so specifically to the deepest longings of your heart, that when it is revealed, you will fall to your knees in awe. For I am not just answering what you have asked, I am exceeding it. I am doing exceedingly abundantly above all you could ask or imagine. And I have prepared signs to assure you this word is true, signs that will come swiftly in the form of unexpected messages, sudden financial provisions, reconciliations you thought impossible, and open doors so perfectly timed that no one will be able to deny my hand in your life. And when you see these signs, let your faith rise like a tide. Let your praise become louder than your doubts, for praise is the key that unlocks the final gates of this season. And even now, I feel the atmosphere around you shifting, angels encamping closer, a holy wind beginning to blow, signaling the end of the long night and the breaking of a new dawn over your life. And as I continue to speak, know this with certainty. Your miracle is not coming. It is here. It is being released as you receive these words, and the ripple effects of this breakthrough will touch generations after you, establishing a legacy of faith, favor, and divine alignment. And I say this because the magnitude of what I am doing cannot be contained in a single moment, for I am setting you up for sustained blessing, continuous favor, and victories that will multiply like waves crashing on the shore. And beloved, stay with me, for there is more to reveal, more treasures hidden in the secret places, more understanding of why the delay was necessary, and how I am turning it all for your good. And as we move closer to the culmination of this message, prepare your heart for the weight of glory about to rest upon you, for you are not only about to receive, you are about to overflow. Jesus says, "My beloved child," as these final words pour into the hidden corners of your heart. I see how much you've carried, how long you have waited, how deeply you have yearned for a sign that all of this, the pain, the silence, the delays, has not been in vain. And I tell you with the fullness of my love and the authority of heaven that nothing you've endured has been wasted. For I am the God who redeems every tear, every loss, every broken dream. And I have been with you in every silent battle, in every night when the weight of life felt too heavy, in every moment when you thought no one saw your suffering. For I saw it, I felt it, I carried it with you. And now I declare that your season of hiddenness is ending. Your season of waiting is breaking open. And the miracle I spoke over your life before the foundations of the earth were laid is already being released into your reality. And I know it's hard to believe after so much disappointment, so many doors slammed shut, so many promises that seemed delayed beyond reason. But I am not a man that I should lie, nor the Son of Man that I should change my mind. And every word I spoke over you is alive, active, and set to manifest in my perfect timing. And that timing is now. Beloved, for I have seen how the enemy tried to break you, how he tried to silence your praise, how he whispered lies in the midnight hours, saying, "It's over, there's no way forward." But I stood between you and every fiery dart. I lifted you up when you could not stand. I breathed life into your weary soul when you thought you couldn't take another step. And now I speak with urgency because the heavens are shifting in your favor. Angels are moving faster than ever before to deliver the blessings that have your name written on them in letters of gold. Blessings that have been held back not because I denied you, but because I was aligning the right people, the right moments, and the right doors so that when it comes, it will not just be a blessing. It will be an avalanche of goodness so heavy that it overflows into every area of your life. And I tell you also that the reason for the delay was protection, for there were plans of the enemy that I had to dismantle, traps set in places you could not see, and relationships that had to be removed so they would not poison your harvest. And though it hurt, though you felt the sting of loss and the ache of loneliness, I was pruning you, not to harm you, but to prepare you for growth that could not happen in the soil of your past. And now that growth is ready to break forth, now that fruit is ready to burst from the branches of your life. And I tell you this because the time is at hand, the appointed moment is here, and what I am about to do will not be subtle. It will not be hidden. It will be so sudden, so undeniable, that even those who doubted you, even those who walked away, will stand in awe and say, "The hand of God has done this." And beloved, I am calling you now to ready your heart, to posture yourself with thanksgiving and expectation, because gratitude is the key that opens the floodgates, and faith is the hand that reaches up to receive what is already yours. And I see within days there will be signs, yes, undeniable signs, that will confirm these words, perhaps an unexpected call that restores what was broken, a message carrying the answer you've long awaited, a provision so timely it takes your breath away, or even a door opening so wide that no man, no demon, no power of hell could shut it. And when you see these signs, do not hesitate, do not doubt, for they are not coincidences, but the evidence of heaven's orchestration moving on your behalf. And more than this, I have prepared for you a sacred gift, a divine surprise so intimately crafted for the deepest longings of your heart that when it comes, you will weep tears of joy and know with unshakable certainty that I never forgot you, that I never left you, that I was working all along. And I tell you also that the blessings I am sending are not meant for you alone, but for generations after you. For I am establishing a legacy through your obedience, a testimony that will break chains in others, a ripple of hope that will reach further than you can see. And I know you feel unworthy at times, that you wonder why I would choose you. But I chose you not because of your perfection, but because of your surrender, not because of your strength, but because of your willingness to trust me even when it hurt. And now that trust will be rewarded, for I am about to open the windows of heaven and pour out a blessing you do not have room to contain. And I must tell you this too. The enemy knows what is coming, and he will make one last attempt to distract you, to discourage you, to convince you to settle for less. But you must stand firm, anchored in my promises, clothed in the armor I have provided. For no weapon formed against you will prosper, and I will make even your enemies your footstool as I prepare a table for you in their presence. And beloved, this is the hour of fulfillment, the moment where waiting ends and walking begins, where pain gives way to purpose, where tears are turned to laughter, where the wilderness ends and the promised land unfolds before your eyes. And I say this because heaven is rejoicing over you even now. For you have endured, you have persevered, and you are about to see why it was worth every battle, every heartbreak, every season of silence. For what is coming will not just change your life, it will mark your soul forever with the undeniable goodness of God.